Hey guys, Trent Noun here of Igno Studios, back again for my PlayFest reviews by the McMurry University Theater Department. And like I said, it was in the previous videos. These are 5 shows written by students, and this is the 5th one, called Specific Legacy, written by Haley Isbell. If that name sounds familiar, she portrayed the main protagonist of Lionheart, written by Matt Lamar. So, excuse me. What is this one about, you may ask? This one was very interesting to me. Specific Legacy is the story about a family friend / babysitter, who is good friends with 2 parents who have a young 7-year-old daughter. They go off on a business trip, and it's revealed that their plane crashed and no one survived. So, let me look at the cast again. Jordan, family friend, main protagonist, is left their only child to be the guardian of, the legal guardian. This was a neat premise for me, because, man, what was it that reminded me of? I'll figure it out later, but this was a neat, let me go through the cast real quick, just so I could get the idea more across. We have Jordan, or Jordy by nickname, portrayed by Abby Brown. We have Laura, portrayed by Hannah Turner. Bryn, portrayed by Ella Keith. Never mind, I lost my train of thought. Hayes, portrayed by Lee Neighbors. Charlotte by Lauren Scott. Dean by Matt Lamar. Dr. Carver by Isaac Adayam, I think that's how you say it. Don't hurt me. Nurse / officer by Rudy Flores. This was directed by Babak Akavan, stage managed and prompted by Dalton Martinez. Board operators were Dalton and Roberto Rueda. And the playwright Haley Isbell. So let's just go through the story real quick with the added, characters. Jordan is best friends with Charlotte and Dean, parents of Bryn, their 7-year-old daughter. They get into a plane for a business trip. They crash. No one survives, and Jordan is left Bryn as the sole guardian of their kid. And at first, she's very, she's still grieving, and it's a big deal that, she's left with their only kid. So she's now the surrogate mother. In the story, she is reunited with her ex-girlfriend, Laura, a teacher at a university, and they get back together. They end up getting back together, given their situation. And apparently it's revealed that Bryn is not biologically related to Charlotte. There was an egg donor. She's told by Hayes, the lawyer friend, and he goes trying to find who the mother is. It's revealed after Laura and Jordan get back together, they kind of end up raising Bryn together, yada yada. It's revealed that Laura donated her eggs, because I think the reason was she didn't want kids. I think I could be completely wrong, but yeah, it's revealed that Laura's eggs were used for Charlotte. So Laura is the biological mother of Bryn. And it's kind of like the They Lived Happily Ever After type of ending. Everything about this show is really good. I like I said, with Laura being the biological mother, I thought, and plus you kind of give it with the title Specific Legacy, that's kind of neat. Talk about fate, right? Uh, One of my favorite parts, because Laura's scene where she makes the decision to donate her eggs, and this takes place 7 years later for the story. Had a clock ticking and the hospital waiting room. I really like this scene. How long it took, because it gives you that sense of nervousness. And I, as someone who goes to who went to my last doctor checkup, I waited a while, and I get it. But this one, I like the sense of isolation and nervousness of Hannah's acting for the character Laura. The acting was very well done here. All these shows I saw like another time to see like the different cracks, but it's been weeks since I've seen them. But Specific Legacy has a neat story to it, and the play takes place in two different locations: the house, which had a whole set, and out in the park, which is just a bench. So when doing the scene changes, you didn't have anything to really specify if it was outside, except for moving the bench, because there is a little bench for the house, like a house bench or something like that, if you know what I'm talking about. And all you did was move it to signify, oh, it's a different place now. It was so many times, and there was only one person, Matt, was doing the scene changes, and every time he'd come on to move the table bench thing back, everyone, including myself, cheered. We're like, yeah, just constantly. It was like, I understand, because it could have gotten boring seeing the one guy keep coming back and forth. So the audience was like, hey, let's cheer him on, because he's doing it. He's the only one doing it. So I thought that was brilliant. That just made it a little bit more fun. But the thing about this show is that it's a great story. I think this could have been a movie, if that makes sense, given the two different locations, in my opinion. Or you could have kept, given like how it is, like how I just explained the set. I think having the play take place in the house the whole time could have worked as well. But this was a show. I think it could have been a movie to really like mess with the different locations and everything. Sorry, pardon me. But again, everything about this is a very strong premise. But it's just that little fact, and that going through it, I feel kind of holds it back. That's the term. That's the term that I was trying to figure out for generational gap, because I did end up giving that an 8 out of 10 for the reasons in the last video. But that's the term I was looking for. Just holding it. It held itself back. Here in Specific Legacy, I think that reigns true. I know it's only two locations, but because of how stark of a difference the two locations are, and just having I guess in a Broadway thing, you could definitely mess with it however you want. But how the story is written and how it is, I think being like a short film, or definitely would have not have held it back as much. Like I said, the hospital scene was very well done, with the clicking clock as a sound design choice, as well as the big spotlight to really accentuate the isolation. Was really well done. Everything about the show was well done. But I think it and Generational Gap kind of hold itself back, given their nature. But I digress about the idea of that. specific legacy as a story is it's a great premise about responsibility, about the bond between what could be a father daughter, mother daughter, child parent dynamic. I think that's a great premise, and this is done very well. The chemistry between Jordan and Bryn are natural. It's natural. It's strong. Bryn, like Ella Keith, who portrays Bryn, the young girl, who's actually a young girl, did a really good job. One of the settings was there are stairs that lead to her bedroom, and she runs up those stairs, that big old staircase, like while the lights are off. And myself, along with every audience member, were like worried that she, like praying that she didn't, drop. Cause I was one of the times I watched, I was in the front row. I was scared for her safety. Okay, young kid running up those stairs in the dark. Like I was ready to like vault over something to. But that's just me. But the show was very good. This was a very solid show. If I were to rate this, is it? I shouldn't look at it from the hypothetical point of what could be. From what I have seen, it was very solid and very strong. Strong. Do I think it's stronger than this? Then This Is How It Gets Better in terms of nuance? I don't think so. But is it? Is this on its own strong enough? Yes. I would have to give this. I don't know. There's what it could be and where it is. What it is, what I want to give it is a 9, easy. But what it could be is an easy 10. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to have to say this is a solid 9 out of 10. The storytelling is very well. The acting's good. But I think because of the nature of the script, it holds itself back. Like I said, if this was like a screenplay for a short film, easy 10. Because you can mess around with the camera and stuff like that. But what we did get was very solid. It did the job. I knew where it was. I knew where the characters were. And the acting and set really just made it what it is. So, that's the end of the... If you've been keeping up, this is the 5th of the 5 student-written plays during the PlayFest of 2023. This was an experience. And I'm glad I was able to see these shows because I wanted to do more stage stuff for this department. And I still plan on doing that. Like, I was joked around in the department in this department that I'm the resident reviewer. And I'm like, screw it, I'll be that guy. I'll hype it up and I'll tell it like it is. So, this was an experience. And if you guys have been keeping up so far, thank you so much. I hope you've been, leaving likes. Please comment what you thought of these shows. I know I haven't said that in the other videos, but comment below what you think of these shows. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.